This thug, he has no problem with thieves and liars. Okay? Over the weekend, he pardoned a former sheriff in Virginia who was selling badges so people could bypass TSA lines and speed. Oh, it now gets even more so. Just today, remember those people on the reality show, those wacky Chrisleys, Todd and Julie, who were sentenced for multiple charges: conspiracy to commit bank fraud, tax evasion, wire fraud. Well, guess what? According to prosecutors, they submitted false documents to secure more than $30 million in loans for their production company. Todd got hit with Todd got hit with 12 years in prison. Julie got hit with 7 years in prison. Well, guess what? Donald Trump says, hey, I'm gonna let y'all go home. You can brazenly commit crimes. You're good. Watch this crap.
That's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing, but it's a great thing because your parents are going to be free and clean, and I hope we can do it by tomorrow. Is that okay? We'll try getting it done tomorrow. So wonderful. Give them, I don't know them, but give them my regards and wish them a good life.
Mr. President.
Yes. How are you?
I just want to say thank you for bringing my parents back.
Yeah, well, they were given a pretty harsh treatment based on what I'm hearing. Pretty harsh treatment.
Yes, sir.
Was your brother fighting also?
They were given pretty harsh treatment. Cameron, they broke the law.
And it seems like Trump is breaking the law too. One thing I wanted to bring to your viewers and so forth, as a person who had to work in the White House, the amount of scrutiny and things that in the level of ethics that we were held to not be able to profit off of anything that we were able to do or sell secrets. This is a clear pay to play type of administration. I mean, he's putting it right in our face, and he's blatantly breaking the law. I would argue the emoluments clause, which is in the United States Constitution, that he's receiving gifts and enriching himself using his power to with the case with Vietnam, kind of using his power there to hopefully get up, fast track a multi-billion dollar complex, sending his son out there, and then all of a sudden, mysteriously, Vietnam may be exempt from the tariffs. Even when you show just the example you showed right there, everybody's figured out how to play this president. If I find him a way to make some money, whether it's home or abroad, if I find a way to feed into his ego, or if I find a way to get into one of his advisors who can put anything in front of Trump, and as long as it feeds his ego, gets him a check, and makes him, in his mind, look better, he's signing off on it. He doesn't even know what he's signing half the time. Like, it really disgusts me, and I really don't. I'm really so hurt because we spent 4 years in the White House, like trying to hold the utmost standard of ethics, and
they have none.
And any little thing would come back to haunt us. And now here,
Avis, they have none. Look at this here. Trump pardoned tax cheat after mother attended $1 million dinner. Paul Walzak's pardon application cited his mother's support for the president, including raising millions of dollars in a connection to a plot to publicize a Biden family diary. There you go. Oh, it's no problem. Guess what? Give me money. I'm good. You're done. You get to get off. This is a picture of him and his mother. Basically, her $1 million, her ticket to that dinner got him a pardon. That's what this thug does. This thug simply sells. He sells. He sells the pardons. He sells the White House. This here, you talk about this sheriff, unbelievable. And it goes, oh, yes. Look at this crap. Sheriff Scott Jenkins, his wife Patricia, and their family have been dragged through hell by a corrupt and weaponized Biden DOJ. In fact, during his trial, when Sheriff Jenkins tried to offer exculpatory evidence to support himself, the Biden judge, Robert Ballou, refused to allow it, shut him down, and then went on a tirade. So the sheriff is a victim of an overzealous Biden Department of Justice. The law does not matter. MAGA, this is what it is voted for. This is what y'all got.
Yeah, but the thing is, they are going to believe the narratives that are, twisted and told from their perspective. They're going to believe the lie that you just read, that this was some sort of, activist Biden Justice Department that did something unfair, and therefore what Trump is doing now is making wrong right. They're going to believe the lies. But here's the broader thing that really bothers me about this. I mean, we can't just have one political party following the rules. We can't have that. What kind of system is that, right? That is no system. And what I am seeing right now is that oftentimes you hear people making the argument, well, they need to understand that when the other party gets in power, they could do this stuff too. They're doing it because they don't believe that the Democrats have the balls to do it. And they're not seeing any evidence that they're being taken to task for doing it. So why pull back? And so they are just operating without any boundaries and without any limits and without any shame whatsoever, because that's who they are. That is their criminal essence. And I will just lastly say that he may have found the one business he cannot bankrupt. Okay, this is going to be the one business he can't bankrupt. Okay, definitely he can bankrupt this country. Absolutely. But he has found a way. That he can make as much money as humanly possible while in this position without having to suffer any consequences. And that's because he is not being kept to task, put to task by anyone. He is literally acting lawlessly. And unless we are able to figure out how we can get some boundaries onto him through some other sort of cases brought to the courts, because right now the courts are the last thing. It seems like that's the last barrier between him and utter, complete 1,000% lawlessness. That's the only thing that's holding what's left of our rule of law together right now, but we all know that's strongly under attack by this administration.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? Because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.